Hello everyone, welcome to another live trading session. Hello everyone. It's Tuesday, 23rd June, and well, let's see what market has to give us. I'll start doing the usual live trading session, plan the next setups that I'm going to take. We'll take a look at all the majors. We'll also do some updates on some altcoins if that's the case, and if there are any plays on the table. But mainly I'll try to focus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why that? Because it's summer period, and as I explained yesterday in the article, and if you've been in the past live streams, I explained the fact that liquidity is really thin in the summer period. And it's actually more of a PvP environment where we are trading against each other, like the retailers, and what the market makers are doing, it's actually a bit more illogical than what you'd expect when the big boys are at the table. So idea is that price will mainly range and create lots of liquidity, and that's one of the main reasons why I'll show you in 1 second why most likely the price action will look something like this. Yeah, I'm expecting a range period whole June. Maybe in July we'll have some action, but I don't expect major breakdowns and stuff like that. Yesterday I did posted a short here in the 61.8. That's a different one. Let's put this one here. Now I'm expecting a bounce today. The short came in the 61.8. Here it was a classic mountain man setup. Yeah, and the TP was made at the naked POC. We had a POC from a previous session which was untapped. Precisely here you can see really nice bounce, and I do think that this area will hold because, as I said previously, it's summer period, and the moves that they will create will make low to no sense for the majority of traders, and that's why I think that something like this will actually work out. Yeah, and that's why today I think I'll look for some longs, play the range game until it's invalidated. If I see sorry, if I see a swing failure of the lows, as I explained yesterday in the subs article, uh, there is a big probability that they will not reclaim initially the equal lows here. They'll go for a deeper retracement somewhere in between 78.6 and 70.6, like the sweet spot, 706. Yeah. And from this area, maybe they will leave again. They will leave untapped equal lows, and they will pump again so they can bait more people. So in the summertime period, it's about the time to change a bit the way that things are working. Uh, in your mind, you need to adapt a little bit to how the price action is developing and how the price action is building liquidity, because that's very important. Back when I was learning like 4 or 5 years ago, I was asking Paul constantly, well, how do you know that the market will hold? How do you know market will do that? And it comes with experience. And the answer is the context reading. You need to develop the capacity to read the context and understand the market moves. So not just throw random setups at the market. So here, honestly, I would go with a 0.5% risk, um, somewhere around 62,750. If I go with 1 hour, let's try to put a GAN box in the week, 1 hour week, and I think a 0.5 GAN retest, that's a pretty high probability entry. There you go. So somewhere around 62,730. And that should make it. So that's a good area. For the moment, we are definitely still on the wrong side of the trend line, and I was even mentioning last night, if you go on my Twitter, you'll see that I really wanted to take a long last night, but I did mention about the fact that you can see price was just rejecting the trend line, which I was looking for a breakout in order to take a fast 5 minutes trade for a bearish retest in the GP. So mainly I was looking for some bullish structure, breakout to book a fast 2-to-1, but I didn't have it. So here we go. That's a very good example on why you need to follow your plan and why you should listen to your plan. It's a really good example. And I didn't took any long. I even mentioned the fact that I'm just trailing the shorts. Yeah. And I'll just enjoy the profits from the short side. As for the short, why did I took it? Well, it was basic GP rejection here, and I had a fair value gap and a high time frame, mainly BPR. Yeah, this balanced price range, and for me, it's quite a powerful confluences for taking a trade, and especially the order flow which I saw. There was a lot of perps chasing in that moment in time. So I'm not buying any breakout in the summer period, as I told you. And you should learn about trading the ranges in the summertime. No, I'm not already long. I'm waiting for an entry. So that being said, this would be the first long setup that I'm going to look for. The second one would be somewhere in the 61,000.81 bucks, around here at this little order block. And I do think my thesis is that they will just build equal lows, equal highs, and we're going to enjoy summertime range. That's the price action I'm looking for. And by the way, I'm not trying to predict anything. I don't care about predicting. I'm reacting to the levels that I'm taking. Anyone, I mean, I saw lots of influencers and so on coming to my comments. Well, 67, it's first level, it will come. Then 48, then 51. I really don't care about, and you should stop thinking like that. You should stop thinking in terms of predicting a level, because that doesn't bring you any good. What you should focus on is your emotions and how you will execute your plan. Because when the price will get there, you will freeze. Yeah? Start ignoring what I'm really a little bit tilted on the influencer side and how they do so much harm in this environment. I'm really pissed off, let's say. So learn, improve, get better on yourself, not necessarily on trading, because trading takes you years to get good at. It doesn't take you 1 month, 1 week, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'll go with the 0.5% risk here. I had a 0.5, I made 1.5% profit, so I'm okay. I'm willing to put 0.5 risk here on the table. And also, I will look for around this area. Initially, I'll go with a wider stop loss, and then I'll start tightening the stop loss and add to my winning position on the way to the upside. Yeah, I think that would be Bitcoin. I explained all these scenarios yesterday. And now it's just remaining to execute them. All right. Let's go on Ethereum a little bit. Yesterday I did mention that I'm shorting Ethereum. I actually want a 2% short. I only have like 1% short on Ethereum, but I want a bigger short position. I don't have a great average. I mean, I didn't manage to short one on 1,840 or 50. Uh, sorry. Um, but I did manage to short around here 1,765. That was the main area. And I did want it to add again around here at 99, 95. But the risk to reward is absolutely great because as you can see, the ascending channel, I just doubled it down. The 0.5 was absolutely well respected. And I'm expecting a tap of the lows here, the lows of the channel, and then a bounce at 1,583. Actually, I have some spot bidding orders here, and they have an easy invalidation. Yeah, something like this. If you are a swing trader, that's a very good setup. That's always in my books, yeah, for me, it always worth taking it. Yeah, I have plenty of confluences there. As for the short side, we have a pretty nasty rejection here, and in my books looks like an AB equals CD to the downside, and this sideways consolidation was just a corrective wave. But things should get a little bit more impulsive to the downside. So I'm expecting even more aggressive sell-off from Ethereum in the next 24, 48 hours. Otherwise, if market wants to play a little bit more, which is totally valid because it's a summertime period, we can actually deviate back inside the range lows here above GP because this is the equal lows and GP area, and then we can create a seek and destroy pattern and go again and raid this pivot high in the golden pocket. That would be a scenario that I would actually enjoy to trade, but it's up to the market. It's not up to me what market will do. The only thing that I can do is, as I repeatedly mentioned, it's how I will react. And yeah, I'm really tilted and based on how the space treats the periods when nothing happens and when the low liquidity periods are occurring. Yeah, instead of pushing on education and learning, developing, giving quality, they are just throwing random numbers and trash. I absolutely hate it. Okay, so for the short side, to wrap it up and end this one, sorry because I'm coughing. I'm really sorry. So I'm looking for shorts, anything at 90, 95 area here. The risk to reward is quite good. Even a swing failure pattern of 1,850, that's a very good area for a short for me. Actually, it's even better because the risk to reward it's even better if we get a deviation of the pivot high. Okay. By the way, if anyone wants any request, like chart request and so on, please go on Twitter page. I'll leave you the link below, and you can actually ask for a chart request. Well, please, let's give an example: Atom on 4 hours or Atom on 12 hours. So post your request down in the Twitter comments. Also, please leave a like and retweet. Helps quite a lot with the algorithm. Okay, so I think we did cover Bitcoin and Ethereum here. Yeah, I don't have a fill yet. I'm waiting for a fill here on Bitcoin. Actually, let me post it because I forgot to post it. One second. Bear with me. because there is a lot of people who cannot attend the live stream. All right. So let's go on USD dominance a little bit to create confluence and understand the broader context of what's going on. So as I said previously, there is a clear range in which we are trading right now, and the first intermediate area for a rejection on USDT dominance would be around here at the golden pocket and swing failure of these equal highs. But I have a key S&R at 9%, and what I can see happening here, it's actually an AB equals CD move to the upside and actually swing failure this pivot high and reject once again, and then we can actually go lower. And that means that Bitcoin and Ethereum can actually go way lower than they are currently doing. But if I'm looking from a 1 hour perspective, there is also a good probability, as we also front run GP here, there is also a good probability of a low time frame seek and destroy, meaning that we actually create an internal liquidity range, equal highs, equal lows, go for the equal highs here, reject. That would make Bitcoin pump a little bit. I'll definitely take my profits until here, and here let's say that we swing failure this pivot low and then we go higher. It's a pretty good probability, once again considering the environment in which we are trading, but it depends a lot on what the market wants to do from here. I'll trade what market gives me. All right. Let's take a look a little bit at USDC dominance also. So as you can see here, we emmed out and we deviated back inside the range. Quite some rejections are going on here for the past couple of days, but it's just consolidating below. I wouldn't call this one necessarily bearish. Yeah, the reclaim underneath and the candle body closing, that's a clear bearish deviation of the range, but the fact that it's just sitting here at the highs gives me the impression that we might get another SFP of this pivot high. Okay, let's go on ES. I did mention yesterday, I don't know how people managed to, if people managed to take a short here, or short shot, but I did mention that I'll be looking for shorts on ES here at this M top. If you didn't manage to check it out, the live or the posts where I made it, well, I don't know if now is the time to chase, but my main bias was to the downside. I'm expecting a first TP area here at 7,124, some intermediate support at 7.3, but eventually I expect this key S&R to be retested at 7,000 bucks. And then will come the question, well, what with the stocks, the stock list? If you go on the stock list, you will see that about 60% of them, I'm waiting for a fill. Yeah, meaning that I didn't chase exactly how lots of people asked. I'm always teaching you to wait. Let the price come to you. Never try to chase. Make a plan. And you will see that in the end you'll get your fill and you'll be in a very good position, while the majority actually chased every chart. So that's a very bad idea to do. Yeah, I'm glad that actually the plan is going well. Let's go on total a little bit. So, uh, I know here at the top everyone was looking at Bitcoin breaking out because Bitcoin was above this uh, March 2024 pivot high. It went a little bit higher, but I did mention multiple times that you are looking at the wrong asset when you're taking consideration a breakout. Yeah. Now the main thing is that, as I also covered yesterday, we had an impulsive move to the downside, a corrective wave, and actually this is again an impulsive move, and we should continue uh, lower. But there is another catch here because the time might have a word to say. Considering that we are in the summertime, I'm not expecting major breakouts. So I'm not expecting the Bitcoin to have a major breakout, but I'm expecting a range. I'm expecting consolidation. A lot of people will lose their minds, will lose their money, will lose their patience. It's a time-wise capitulation. And beginners and even the experienced people, uh, they have really big problems with having patience. They want the pump to happen now. They want the rally to happen today. They want their money to double as soon as possible. But things are not working like this, and markets are not actually moving like this. And this is one of the main reasons why I do think that we'll have a summertime time-wise capitulation. Will range, a lot of ranging, and if you know how to trade the range, it will be absolutely insanely profitable. Yeah, and I did cover it in some of my articles what setups I'm using and how to trade a range game. Now it's up to you if you want to learn about it. If not, maybe you can come back in 2 months from now or 3 months when I'm expecting some big moves from the market. Well, absolutely that they are correlated. Let's go on others a little bit. So on the subs article, I was explaining the fact that we are right in the middle. This is equilibrium, and actually it's the poke of the whole move. This is an area where you don't want to touch the price. I'm always mentioning you either want to be the deep discount area or you want to short the deep premium area, and we don't have any of those. Indeed, there might be some 1 hour setups here and there on altcoins, but I don't see any strength here. I don't see any capacity of the price action to break out. I see only a intermediate bounce from the 78.6. Yeah. Then once again a rejection of the range highs deviated pivot here, which was a key horizontal, key S&R. We rejected quite aggressively, and now the price should continue to the downside with sort of an AB equals CD move. Now there's still some unfinished business here because at 158 billion there is a GAN 0.5 retest of the week, which was actually a retest of the high time frame week, which was actually front run, sorry, not retested, was front run here. And as I told you even yesterday, I learned initially Paul was teaching me that, but then I started observing after so many years when the market is actually front running a level. And let's get back to Bitcoin a little bit so I can explain you the thesis behind why it's never good to front run a level. So when the market and some people told me, well, but it tapped 61.8. No, that's not a tap. You want the price to consolidate and have some bullish divergence inside the golden pocket, not to tap it and then just fly, or front run it by a few dollars and then just fly. That's a clear front run of a of a key level, all right? So usually what's happening when market is front running this kind of levels, it becomes too obvious, and lots of eyes will be in that direction. And what happens is that when the price will get back here, the majority will start to take longs, because why not? It's the most obvious level you can get. But then what the market does, it's actually putting them to a test, meaning that they will start consolidating to the downside. The market won't reclaim initially the level, and they will just have a deeper and deeper and deeper retracement, something like this, until they get liquidated. It will just consolidate it around this pivot low. And that's why I'm thinking that either it front runs the level and creates equal lows, baiting even more longs, and yeah, definitely the first take profit, for example, from this move will be in the GP. That's where I'll make the trade risk-free here at 64,200. Also the anchored view apps. So definitely the trade will be risk-free until the price gets there, and then I'll trail the rest. But the point is that if we continue to front run these levels, the market will just slice through them and won't hold anymore. And then I'm looking for a deeper retracement here in the 61,000. Okay. I don't even know if it makes any sense to go in the altcoin space, because altcoins in the summertime period, you either know how to trade in and out, 1 hour trades, 50 minutes trades, or you stay out. Any major move, any potential breakout, you want to treat it as a fake out. Yeah, any attempt of a shitcoin to pump, it will be met with resistance, and you want to short it. That being said, I'm not too interested in going with too much risk on the altcoins. As you can see here, for example, lots of people, and that's why at the beginning of the live stream I said I'm really pissed off on how the influencers are performing in this space, and how actually the masses they are taking their part and listening to them. So here, all my timeline was breakout. All my timeline was screaming for 3 digits hyper liquid. And I did mention I don't trust the summer breakout. There is no such thing like that, and we will see 59 bucks. And honestly, I did lost lots of followers on that move. I really don't care. I'm actually trimming the subscribers, and I'm kicking the shit out of the ones that are expecting to be spoon-fed, that are expecting this to be like a brain-dead monologue of engagement, where you are actually encouraging this this nonsense and this sort of bad behavior. Yeah, let's not use other words. Okay, so hyperliquid still has to go way lower than this. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go on Twitter to see if I have any. I'll go on X to see if I have any chart requests. I took a stop loss on which one was it? Erie, yeah, on this one I took a stop loss. Some people ask me, well, I didn't close the position, I didn't took a stop loss. Well, it's up to you. I don't care what you're doing. I care about my plans. This is what I'm doing. It's not in any manner or way a signal or anything like that. It's what I'm doing. Yeah, you do what your plan says, and for me the stop loss, it's what keeps me in this game for years. If you don't have a stop loss, it's your yeah, it's your mistake, not mine. Okay, well, I'm going on Twitter to see if I have any chart requests. Maybe we can discuss some aspects. Spot plays like stocks, no, that's a totally different. Let's go on stocks a little bit, and that's a very good point. On stocks, it's a totally different strategy. It's named sell half on a double, short, little old lady style. I'm just buying the stock with 0.5 or 1% uh, from my portfolio, and then I just put a sell half on a double limit order. As for example here, this stock took the profits, I sold my initial, the money are in my pocket, and now I have 3 stocks of this one. I did some sell half on a double. I'm waiting for a lot of fills. For example, on this one, I'm waiting for the price to give a retest here. Same stuff here. I'm waiting for a retest. On most of them, actually, I'm waiting for a retest. F-Cell, I'm waiting for a retest. AMBA, same stuff. This one is at entry. This one is deep in profits. Yeah, I have lots of stocks which I posted. Same stuff, I'm waiting for an entry. This one I'm waiting for an entry not yet filled. This one is in profits. This one it's in a loss. It's underwater. So you can see that most of them I'm waiting for an entry. I'm not going to chase. For example, this one is 46 bucks. I'm waiting for quite a big retracement. Yeah. I'm waiting for about minus 53%. If it doesn't come, I don't care. I really don't care if it doesn't come. But this is the way. Buying deep discount is the way. Having a very good location, you will get stuff like this. Like sell half on a double and you get your money back. And we had about 5 sell half on a double plays so far. The other ones are at break even, and some other are in deep profits. Yeah, let's see what Bitcoin does here. I really think they will leave equal lows. Even more longs will start chasing. People will say breakout, and then it will be again the time to take profits around here. Let's go on Twitter and see if I have any chart requests. Can you check SPX 6009? Oh my god. SPX 6000. And when I was hoping that I won't see these shitcoins anymore. Range. As I told you earlier. Yeah. When you see a potential breakout and every influencer gets bullish, short it. That's what I do. Now, in my stupid opinion, it will go for the equal lows. Yeah. Swing failure the highs. Now it most likely goes for the lows. I wouldn't touch it here in the equilibrium zone, not even if you give me free money. I'm not going to touch it here. If I would trade it, I would take, I would put some alarms here, and then I would wait for a low time frame, 1 hour reclaim, and then maybe some bullish divergence, and then maybe I take it. Aave. Yeah, I did spoke about Aave, and I did mention about the fact that whatever it's below 60 bucks, it's a buy for me. And you can see here, it bounced pretty nice, and we have a daily W. Aave has a good product, and I'm actually using Aave from time to time. Now, we are in a bear market, so this one can go even lower. But for me, even if we swing failure this equal lows at 48 area, $48, it's a good area. Definitely not going to exceed 3%, because Some people accuse me why I'm saying that these coins are shit coins and why I don't say they are altcoins. I don't know. You tell me. I want to explain why I do think that they are shit coins. And I don't think I do any harm because they are indeed behaving like shit coins. Can you check pump fun? This coin should die, honestly. No, same stuff is looking ugly. Nothing bullish on it. You can see it's rejecting and going lower lows, lower highs, looking like crap. BeamX. This was a coin which actually performed really nice initially here. I did manage to buy. I made pretty good money with it. Same with Injective back like 4 or 5 years ago. I made good money with Injective, but nah, man, they are just in a bear market and they are behaving like crap. A good area for Injective, as you can see on my screen, it's $3. Is the 10 by 10 weak swing failure of the pivot low. If you manage to beat that one, it's already a sell half on a double and take your money out. Always, okay, for me, I'm not trying to give advice to anyone. I'm always doing the sell half on a double. I learned my lesson. These coins, they don't worth having my money invested in them. If they do a sell half on a double, I get out my initial and that's it. And same stuff I did with Hyperliquid. I say that I'm selling my Hyperliquid. And man, the comments and yeah, here I was trying to explain the risk to reward ratio and the fact that I'm not trying to take something like this. And I'm still expecting, I'm waiting for a deep retracement. I'm not trying to do anything here. 0.074. I'm waiting for that area to get a feel on Nena. Yeah, so on Hyperliquid, I did mention that I'm selling my Hyperliquid here. And man, all the keyboard warriors, everyone started yelling, why are you panicking your followers? Why you say that you're selling your Hyperliquid because it goes to 10,000 bucks? All right, enjoy going to 10,000 bucks, but I'm all right playing level by level, and I'm all right booking my partials and having the money in my pocket. You can do whatever you want with your money. It's your capital, not mine. Yeah, I don't have an entry on Bitcoin. And only 30 likes. What's going on? And more than 100 people in the live stream. Pump everything. I think I said already 3 times the fact that if you want a chart request, you should go on Twitter and you should put in the comment section, you should put a chart that you want to be looked for. Solana. Some people ask me, well, are you shorting 75? No, I'm not shorting 75 because, okay, it can go way lower. I'm expecting actually Solana to go to 40 bucks. But technically speaking, in my books, this is a setup. Yeah. And whatever market makers will do or whatever people are thinking, this is a setup and requires a proper play. And this is why I said that I'm going to take a long. I don't care if Bitcoin will go to 10 bucks. And beginners will have that, well, you're looking for a short on Bitcoin, then you're looking for long on Solana. Make it make sense. Well, if you don't know about setups, triggers, and plans, then I totally get that you're having an issue understanding. But I'm waiting for a fill. I was front run. I think I was a little bit greedy goblin here. Sorry, I was front run by what, 20 cents? I'm still waiting for my entry, not a problem. Let's look at some other shit coins. Paul posted a really nice short on ZEC. Then it's out, stop loss hit. This one really front run 61.8. Well, is that weak? It's ugly. Looks like a seek and destroy pattern. I'm going to wait for a reaction here at 0.07 and see if the market holds. It will dump way lower. Doesn't have any reason not to dump. QCOM stock. Let's check it out. QCOM. Too many equal lows for my taste. Looks like a 3 drives to the upside. Potential seek and destroy. It reclaimed back below on the monthly level. Below 230. There is a good probability to go back at 122. SUI. Let's check out SUI. SUI, as you see on my chart, I'm expecting lower 0.5057. The sweep of the 10 by 10 week. Can you check CRV? Sure thing. CRV, I was actually looking for a long here. I had an initial long, a power of 3, already triggered here at the lows. I managed to get risk-free. And here I was looking for a low risk buy area to bid again. So it's a setup. I don't know what the market will do, what Bitcoin will do. I'll just play the setup. So I'm looking for some longs here. As long as this pivot low is holding, yeah, the 0.17 cents low is holding, that should help CRV pump a little bit. But keep in mind, this can take months. So we can actually range June, July, August, and actually in September we can have some action. So don't think that, okay, you should pump tomorrow. As I was explaining at the beginning of the video, there's a lot of people that came in the last 12 months, 24 months, brought by the hype and so on, but I'm doing my best to make them understand and to teach them how to plan, how to think, and how to trade for themselves, because otherwise they will become exit liquidity for the big boys out there. Aster. Well, Aster, I don't know. It's the way it's behaving. It's actually horrible. We had another swing failure of the highs. I didn't took the short. I was stupid. I didn't took the short. It was absolute banger short. And now we should go again back to 53, 52. That's where I'm waiting for it. Liquidity. There was an exchange lab. Everyone was looking at it. Lab USDP. This one, no, not this one. This one soon will be really shortable. How do I manage fees? Well, I take it spot. That's how I manage fees. It's not a big deal. If you go with 0.51% position risk, then it's not a big deal. Learn to have multiple trades and low risk, not go like big risk one position. I mean, what matters in the end is if you have a setup or not. That's the question. Do you have a setup or you don't have a setup? That's all. Okay. By the way, guys, I did spoke with Paul and who wants to learn, and I do think bear markets are made for learning. So who wants to learn? Most principles you see on my screen, like Fibonacci, price action, structure, basic concepts like double bottom, double tops, how to look for bearish divergence plus location plus structure, I would go in Capua 1. And I discussed with Paul the people who will go from my side, like DM Paul and say, well, I want to enroll Capua 1, they will receive a discount. So you have a referral code. You have to tell him, well, Stefan sent me, or I have the code Stefan, and then PJ will give you, well, you'll actually have uh, quite a good opportunity of getting in and a discounted price. So take your seats, because not too many. I'm doing the same with Capua 2, but I'm only taking about 10 people. I don't want more, because I want to teach them from scratch how to trade, how to actually perform on 5-15 minutes. And it's not something, I don't know, it's not something that you can do it in 1 week. It will take you about 3 months to 1 year, and I will be there daily to help you in the Capua 2. That's exactly the Capua 1 too. Paul will be there for 1 year to review your setups, to help you, and it's actually teaching you how to trade. It's not teaching you some PDF bye-bye stuff. I don't know, but we are doing our best to help people understand how trading is done and how to trade. So go DM Paul. Stefan sent me. Now go and DM Paul and say Stefan sent me. That's all. All right. Let's take a look a little bit at Ethereum Bitcoin, because when I looked last time about 1 week ago, it was looking pretty interesting. But man, where are my drawings? Ah, there you go. Yeah, there is a probability that we'll go a little bit lower and retest this area. But in the end, I do think that Ethereum Bitcoin should start performing in the upcoming months a little bit. Like, we should at least see an AB equals CD to the upside, because this whole slow move, this is a corrective wave. So we should have something like this at least, but I don't know when. An AB equals CD. And as you know, Ethereum, it's actually well known for having those $1,000 candles in 1 day, 2 days out of nowhere. I witnessed it. Sometimes it makes no sense where it comes from, but sometimes you can actually uh, foresee it and have a good position. So I do think that if we are holding this area, we can have an AB equals C to the upside. And yeah, I think we have Aleman here. He's one of the best students that I have in the Capua 2. Well, let me check once again the Twitter comments and see if we have any other requests. But I think that should be it. Would like to see your view on Near? Let's check it out. Near. Yeah, I'm still thinking lower. I wait to see 1.6, and that's maybe where I will take a look for longs. I still have the same plan as you see. Ruji. What the heck is this? No, I don't like it. Guys, too many coins in this space, and the probability of these coins to actually deliver it's really low. think I was having the double voices because I was also listening on phone. Sorry for that. If you heard an echo or anything like that. Well, I think we can call it a session. As for the setups, I'm looking for a long here. Maybe make no sense, but we'll create equal lows. If that fails, about 61,000 is the next level. I'm still trailing the shorts, so still going with the shorts to cover for the potential stop loss of the longs. You asked for another coin. Well, you asked it like now. Could also check Monad. Let's check Mon. Coin. Or Bybit, I think is better. Yeah, these equal lows are are definitely juicy. But there's a lot of way to the listing price. Yeah, the first level would be here at the equal low sweep. That would be the first area. Could also take a look at Filecoin, definitely. Filecoin was actually one of the coins which I was looking forward to perform, but seems like, I mean, the risk to reward was really good when I was checking it, but it failed to perform, and actually it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So it's in a consistent sell-off. I still have the bag. It is what it is. I mean, after the 10 by 10 event, I have lots of bags, and this is one of the main reasons why I'm not eager to bid anymore on the shitcoin side. And honestly, shorting them, it was one of the smartest decisions that I did for trading, like short hedge the spot portfolio. And that helps a lot with making up for the loss that they made on the spot portfolio. RSR, let's check it out. Nah, same stuff. I'm not going to pretend like they are not in a good location. They are in a good location, but keep in mind that I think we are in a kind of a purge environment, and these coins, they need to suffer a lot. The influencers who shield them, they need to go through a sort of cleanup environment, and that's one of the main reasons why I think the things that are going on right now, they are needed. On low time frame, I won't take any other coin this week, and I mentioned in the beginning of the session why, and we have a fill on Bitcoin. No low time frame coins, with others being exactly at the equilibrium, doesn't have any logic in my mind. Well, let's call it a session. In 4 hours from now, we'll be live at the New York session. I think I don't know, I'll be there. I'll hold a session too, or PJ, but doesn't matter who will be on the keyboard and hold the live trading session. That being said, see you guys in 4 hours from now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well, good luck with the Cup 101 if you're going to apply, because you have to answer the questions and it's not a simple process, let's say. And we'll see you again in 4 hours from now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye bye.